this is Munson with Munson Music. I'm going to talk about how you can play a song called Time by Tink. And we're going to end up cabling this on 3rd fret to kind of match the recording. We'll walk through a couple things in root position. And we start off on a C major chord for our intro. We normally do this first finger on the B 1st fret, second finger on the D 2nd, third finger on the A string 3rd fret. And if you strum the A string to the high E string, all the beautiful sounds of C major. Now you may also dig on lifting the first finger and making that a C major 7. We're adding in the pinky on the B 3rd for a C major 9, kind of say some stuff around that. Or another way to play C major 9 would be doing first finger on the D 2nd, second finger on the A 3rd, third finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for your C. And then from the C we'll be going to a G major. You normally do this first finger on the A 2nd, second finger on the low E 3rd, third finger on the high E 3rd. If you strum all those together, that sounds a G major chord. It sounds really happy. Now you may also dig on adding in the third finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working out for your G major. And you'll hear this really quick hit actually from the G to an F sharp note on the 2nd fret on the low E string. And on that real quick hit, you could follow just the bass line. Or you could back that up with a D major chord by doing first finger on the G 2nd, second finger on the high E 2nd, third finger on the B string 3rd fret. And if you strum to the D to the high E, that sounds a D major. You may also dig on lifting the second finger, making that a D sus2. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E 3rd for D suspended chord, kind of say some stuff around that. Or you could take that shape of the D, take your thumb and cover the low E 2nd fret, and kind of make that a D slash F sharp, or a D with an F sharp in the bass on that chord. Or you may dig on a D sus slash F sharp by doing first finger on the low E 2nd, second finger on the G 2nd, third finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd, kind of working that for the D. And then from the D we'll be going to an F major. I normally do this as a 1st fret bar. I'll talk about some really easy ways to do this too. Second finger on the G 2nd, third finger on the A 3rd, pinky on the D 3rd. If you strum all those together, the beautiful sounds of F major. Now you may also dig on an F major 2nd by doing first finger on the B 1st fret, second finger on the G 2nd, third finger on the D 3rd. If you strum the D string to the high E string, that sounds an F major 7 chord and sounds really groovy. Now you may also dig on an F major 13 by doing first finger on the G 2nd, second finger on the D 3rd, third finger on the B 3rd, pinky on the high E 3rd. Kind of working that as an F possibility. And then from the F we go to an E major. I normally do this first finger on the 1st fret on the high or on the G string, second finger on the A 2nd, third finger on the D 2nd. If you put all those together, it sounds an E major chord and it sounds really happy. Now while you're on E's, you may dig on taking the pinky and adding it on the G string 2nd fret. The suspended chord, and it almost sounds like we start on the suspended and then resolve it to the E. Or you may dig on lifting off the 3rd finger and make it an E7 chord, or adding in the pinky on the B string 3rd for a little bit more bite with the E7. And that so through that whole intro, this is kind of weird, you can almost kind of think downs through that, kind of C 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, G 2 3 4 5 6, and then the D slash F sharp for 2 hits, and then the F, and then our E major. So it's kind of an 8 down count. The weird part is that G and the D actually. I'm kind of doing 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. If you want to make that hit, you could even make it even quicker. 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 to the F. Or you could use a strum pattern. And one of my favorite strum patterns for a 4/4 like this is down down up up down up. So if you took the C and just tried that a lot, you'd have down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, which would be a really slow pace for the tune. And the weird part is on the G, D slash F sharp, you may want to do the down, down, up, and then save that last down up for the D slash F sharp. So we tried the intro that way. You have the C, sharp, F, down, up, down, and then the E, where you play around with the sus. Or another strum pattern I was really gravitating to through the tune is something called the 16th note strum pattern. And what I mean by that is if you're tapping your foot to the beat, right now we're dividing that beat into 2 parts, another down, down, up, down, up. Kind of a 1, 2, 1, 2, and that's called an 8th note. What a 16th note is where you divide that into 4 parts. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And one of my favorite 16th note strum patterns is a long down, 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 up, down, down, up, down. And what I mean by that is if you take the C and do it down for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. Now on the second beat, you do it down on 1, down on 3, up on 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, down, 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 down. Then on the third beat, we'll be doing it up on 2, down on 3. So kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the last beat, we'll be going down, up, down, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, up, down, 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 down. So all together, we got down, 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 down. So the weird part is that G, D. You may want to do the G with a down, 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 up, down, and then save that last down, up, down, up, and E slash F sharp. So you have the C, G, E slash F sharp, and then our E. Or you could use a different 16-note pattern. And I was also digging on a down, up, down, up, down, up, 16th. And what I mean by that is if you take the C and do it down for kind of 1 and then up on 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, down, up, down, up. That's what you'd be doing on the first beat. And on the second beat, you do the up on 2, down on 3. It's kind of 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, up, down, 1, up, down, 1, up, down. And then on the third beat, you do it up on 2, up on 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 up, 1 up, 1 up. And then on the last beat, we still do our down, up, right along with the 1, 2, 3, 4. Down, 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 down. So all together, you got down, up, down, 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 down. So the weird part is where that G, D slash F sharp happens. So on the G, you may want to do the down, up, and then another down, up, and save that last down, up for the D slash F sharp. So through the intro that way, you have the C, G, D slash F sharp, Alright, and then from there, then we'll be going into our verse part. And our verse starts on an A minor chord. I normally do this first finger on the B first fret, second finger on the D second, third finger on the G second. And if you strum all those together, it sounds an A minor chord. It sounds really sad. And you may also dig on lifting off the first finger and making that an A sus2. We're adding in the pinky on the B third for an A suspended chord, kind of say some stuff for adding minors. Or you could lift off the third finger for an A minor 7. Or you could add in the pinky on the high E third for an A minor 7. Or you may dig on an A7 sus by doing first finger on the D second, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B third, pinky on the high E third, kind of working that for the A minor, sounds more unresolved. And we kind of start on our A minor, and then we go to a G, and then we go to our C, and then we go to a B7 chord. And normally you do this first finger on the D first fret, second finger on the A second, third finger on the G second, pinky on the high E second, kind of strum the A string to the high string, sounds a B7 chord. You may also dig on taking the third finger and flattening them over the G, B, and E, kind of making it that a B9, which would be a cool thing to do too. So through that verse, you can really do that any of those ways we've been talking about, kind of A minor, G, C, B7, or you can do the down, down, up, down, up. And actually with the halving, you may want to do just the down, down, up on the A minor, G, or you can kind of split the pattern and do A minor for the down, down, and go to the G for the up, down, which can be very, very hit. So A minor, G, C down, down, E, A minor, G, C, B7, or if you're digging on the 16th pattern, you can kind of or use half of that pattern, kind of the A minor with the down, 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 up, G, down, down, up, C, down, down, up, B7, or you can split the pattern and do the A minor for the down, 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 up, and go to the G for the up, down, down, up, down, up, and go to the C for the down, 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 up, and go to the B7 for the up, down, down, down. So you kind of dig on that too. A minor, down, down, G, up, down, down, up, down, up, C, down, down, up, B7, up, down, down, up, down, up, A minor, down, down, up, G, up, down, down, up, down, up, C, minor with the down, up, up. And then go to the G for the down, up, up, down, down, up. C with the down, up, up. And B7 with the down, up, up, down, down. So you kind of dig on doing it that way too. A minor, C, B7, A minor, G, C, B7. And at the end of our verse, we kind of have a big stop on an A minor chord. And you'll kind of hear this open D string to fourth fret on the A, which leads us into our chorus part. And on our chorus, actually, it's just like our verse, but now we start on the C chord. So now I got C, B7, A minor, G, C, B7, A minor, G. And then from there, then there's this cool chorus tag where you can play third on the A string twice, open E twice, D/F sharp, or an F sharp note, second fret on the low E, twice, third fret on the low E, and then open D 3 times, and then open A. So we got kind of a C, C, E, E, F sharp, G, D, A. It's kind of following that bass line. And you may want to bag that up with chords, kind of the C major, E minor, and then, oh, and we have, E minor, we haven't talked about E minor. You do first finger on the A second, second finger on the D second. If you strum all those together, that sounds an E minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Or you might dig on adding in third on the B third, pinky on the high E third. Kind of working that with E minor. So you have kind of 2 on the C, 2 on the E minor, 2 on the D/F sharp, 2 on the G, and then we do our D major for 3, and then go to our A minor chord. So you could kind of follow that with the chords too. C, E minor, D/F sharp, G, D, A minor, or just the bass line could be very cool. Make chord hits out of the bass notes. And then we'll basically be repeating a lot of those parts until we get to our outro bridge. And on the outro, you start on the F major chord, but then we go to a D minor chord. And normally you do this first finger on the high E first fret, second finger on the G second, third finger on the B string third. If you strum the D string of the high E string, that sounds a D minor chord, and it sounds really sad. Now you may also dig on lifting the first finger, making that a D minor 7, or it's D sus2, or adding in the pinky on the high E third for a D suspended chord, and kind of saying some stuff around that. And through that part, it's kind of halving the F and the D minor, kind of like we were halving chords in our verse. So you can go F, D minor, F, D minor, F, D minor, and then we've got an E major, E7, and then F, D minor, F, D minor, F, D minor, and then do a big G major chord. Now the weird part is to play along with Tink, instead of starting on a C major chord, she's actually starting on an E major chord. So to play along with the recording, what you want to do is take a capo, and you put the capo on 4th fret, and now your C major is really an E major chord, and your G major is really a B major chord. And the D major is really an F sharp major, and the F major is really an A major, and the E major is really a G sharp major, and our B7 is really a D sharp 7, and the D minor is really an F sharp minor chord, and our A minor is really a C sharp minor. So we can take it from the very beginning on that intro, and you could work that any of those ways, actually kind of C, and then G 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, D/F sharp, F, E major, or you could do the down, down, up, up, down, up. That's C, down, down, G, down, up, D/F sharp, F, down, up, D major. Or a lot of times with a song like this too, something else that I like to add is bass notes. And a lot of times on that first down of the down, down, up, down, up, you throw in a bass for the chord. So on the C, you'd have the A for the bass. On the G, you'd have low E for the bass. On the D, you'd have D for the bass. Unless you're doing D/F sharp, and you have low E for the bass. And on the F bar, you'd have low E for the bass. On the F major 7, you'd have the D for the bass. On the E major, you'd have low E for the bass. And on the A minor, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the B7, you'd have the A for the bass. And on the D minor, you'd have the D for the bass. Minor, you have E for the bass. So we could try that intro adding basses, and then we have C, add basses to the 16th pattern, and you could work it off of bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, or bass, bass, down, down, up, bass, down, up, down. So we tried it that way. We're gonna C, G, slash F sharp F, E major. Or if you're digging on the other 16th pattern, you could work it off of bass, up, bass, up, down, up, down. So C, G, E, F, E. And then from there, we'll be going into our verse, and you can work that any of those ways we've been talking about. Kind of working the down idea could be kind of cool. Or you could try the down, down, up, down, up. And if you're interested in kind of halving that, you could add basses to that and make it a bass down up on each of those chords. It might be a cool way to kind of get used to the basses. A minor bass, down, G bass, down, C bass, down, B7 bass, down. Or if you're doing the 16th pattern, you could work it as a bass down, down up on each chord. Minor G, C, B7. Pattern with the basses and do the A minor with the bass, down, down, up, and then go to the G for up, bass, down, up, down, up. And C with the bass, down, down, up, and then B7 with the up, bass, down, down, up. So we kind of dig on halving in that way. So you go A minor, G, C, B7, A minor, G, C, B7. 16th pattern, you can work the A minor for a bass, up, and then go to the G for a bass, up, down, down, up. And C with a bass, up, and B7 with a bass, up, down, down. So kind of dig on working it that way too. A minor, G, C, B7, A minor, G, C, B7. We do that 4 times for our first verse, and then we kind of end on a big A minor chord. Hear that lead in, that 0, 4, to lead into our chorus part. And you could do that with just a bass down, up, down, up. Kind of C, B7, A minor, G. Or you could have the pattern C, B7, A minor, G. Or you could work it off the 16th idea. C, B7. Tag. We kind of could follow just that bass line. That's C, C, E, F sharp, G, D, A. Or you can back that with the chords. C, E minor, D slash F sharp, D, D, A. And then from there, we'll be going into our next verse. Now, you could really work this any of those ways that we've been talking about. And even switching between those ways can be very cool. Twice, and then we hit a big A minor chord, and then a big G chord, and then we go into our next chorus. And we've got our C, B7, A minor, G, C, B7, A minor is kind of a big down, and we pick it back up. C, B7, A minor, G, C, B7, A minor, G. From there, then we'll be going into our next chorus tag. So we're going to C, E minor, D slash F sharp, D, D, A minor, C, E minor, D slash F sharp, G, D, A minor. And then from there, we'll be going into our bridge part. On the bridge, you could even work it as just a bass down up all those chords. F, D minor, F, D minor, E major, or you can have the pattern F, D minor, F, D minor, F, D minor, and a big G chord. Or you could dig on the 16th patterns, and you could work the bass down, down, up. On those chords. that's the basics of how you can strum through time by Tink. So good luck.